Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be filming a Little Free Library reading challenge. So normally for Little Free Library vlogs, you know I usually start in my car, but I'm actually starting here in my room where I'm normally reading. I have 4 books that I picked up at Little Free Libraries that I'm going to start and try in this video. Let me show you what they are. Okay, we've got a love-inspired book called His Two Little Blessings by Mia Ross. It's a teacher falls in love with a parent situation in like not a weird way. Like these books are usually very clean, very wholesome. I'm looking forward to trying this, and it's not that long, so I'm hopeful that this will be good. This one I'm not sure of, but it is called A Wish Upon a Dress by Debbie Macomber. I think what happens in this one is girl gets wedding dress, and it's rumored that whoever gets the wedding dress, the next man that they meet is their husband, gets the wedding dress, and then it is the story of what happens with the man that she meets. And we have this nonfiction, Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy, Kaling, and I have wanted to read this for literal years, so I'm excited to try this. And then lastly, a pretty popular book, we've got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and this is a YA, and I'm just interested to see what I think. It's in really good condition for being a Little Free Library book. Normally a Little Free Library reading challenge is like me going to Little Free Libraries and choosing 3 or 4 books to borrow, and then the ones that I don't like I just return, and the ones that I do like and decide to keep I switch out with a book that I'm unhauling. But these I actually already switched out my own books for, so I don't have to worry about that, but I'm just telling you that for future reference of Little Free Library reading challenges. I have no idea which of these I want to read first. I might have to create a poll, because apparently that is how I decide my reading these days. Okay. Not surprising at all, Good Girl's Guide to Murder is in the top spot, followed by His Two Little Blessings, and then Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me. The thing is, what's calling to me the most is the 4th book, this one. I want to see if I like this one or if I don't like it, so I think what I'm going to do is start with this one. If I read it, I read it. If I DNF it, I DNF it. And then I will follow the poll based on what it is now. It would be in this order or whatever is winning at the time. So I'm going to try this one, and then we will get into Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Let's do this. Okay, I have not updated you. I did finish the first short story in here. It was not that long, and I'm now into the second one. The first one was really cute. Now, I will say the main character was kind of silly, but also kind of relatable, and there was something else. You also just kind of have to like suspend reality to appreciate these stories, but it's a fun ride. I did enjoy it. The first one was closed door completely, so I appreciate that. And I'm not sure about the second one, but we'll see how it goes. But I sort of kind of want a whole series of this, because the first book is following the girl whose aunt wore the wedding dress and sent it to her. And then the second one is the girl's best friend who she sent the wedding dress to. So it's almost like, wouldn't it be fun to have a series and like they just keep sending the dress to another person every single time? I don't know. So far, enjoying. It's not the most realistic, obviously, but I am having a good time with this. casual update. This book is taking me all day to read, and like it's so cute and such a like lighthearted, fun story. But it's taking me forever. I keep getting distracted. And I don't have far to go. So I need to just finish it. Just finished this, and I estimated it would be about a 3-star, and guess what it came out on Copile? 3.03. So for both of these stories that kind of go hand in hand, it's a 3-star. There were parts of the second story that I was definitely zoned out. This book took me all day to read, and it definitely shouldn't have, but it also was very enjoyable. Now I will say the second story, I have issue with the main character's thought process. Like, I understand her way of thinking, but also she knew what she was getting herself into. So that plot point kind of annoyed me towards the end, which if you read this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I do like the ending. I think it turns out as it should. And so overall, a good read. I would recommend this. It was closed door. Totally appreciate that, and yeah, I think this was a win. Now let's look at the poll. I think you guys know what's winning just based off of what I told you before, but let's just double check just in case. 67% of 21 votes. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is next, and I'm actually going to do some reading sprints to start this one off, so let's get into this. Okay, I'm liking this so far. I am having to like not be in analyzer law student lawyer mode because it does kind of feel like the bar exam in a very minor way, obviously. Just the way with it, like the mixed media, and you're trying to figure it out and looking at the alleged facts, and anyway, it's kind of have to remember I'm reading a story. But I agree with our narrator / main character thus far. I don't think that what they're saying is enough to say that the alleged killer did it is enough, because I feel like there are other explanations, and I think if it had actually gone to trial, that's what they would have said. But anyway, carrying on with this book, I'm on chapter 3. Okay, I'm already on chapter 10, which is 88 pages into the book, and I'm really enjoying it. It goes really quickly. It is giving me a little bit of Pretty Little Liars vibes, just because of like the age that it targets and the missing girl situation, but I am enjoying how quickly it moves along and how fun it is to like try to figure out my theories and what I think. That's all. So I will say there's some language and stuff that I wouldn't necessarily recommend for YA, especially younger teens, but it's definitely much better than some other YA that I've seen. And then I read the next chapter, and no, we don't do that. it is now time for me to go to bed. But before I do, I want to start asking you guys questions in my videos. So, my question for you is, what book are you reading? And describe it in one word. Okay, so I am not far from the end, probably just a few more chapters, and oh my goodness, it's definitely intense, and just about everyone is suspicious, but there are some people that I think are hiding more than the book is even pointing out. Alright, you saw I just finished this, and that ending was a lot more intense than I was expecting. I don't think I breathed in the last 15 minutes. I did call who did it though, so I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, I very much enjoyed this. I don't know if the second one, I don't know what story the second one follows, but I will check that out, and I'm interested to look into it. I think this is probably gonna have to be a 4.5 stars because that was a really good ending. I don't think that it should be YA. I think it's definitely deals with too many topics that are not appropriate for younger teens, or even older teens, even though the story is about teens. I feel like YA is very weird in that sense. It's like it's a story about teens, but I don't think that some of these topics should be read by teenagers who are legally children, Anyway, for those reasons, 4.5 stars, but it could have been 5. The plot itself, I would say, is a 5, but the book is 4.5. So anyway, there's that. I've got to check the poll and see which of these two I will be reading next. And I'm uncertain because, as you can see by the picture here, both of these books have 13% of the votes. So there's 13% for this one and 13% for this one. So I don't know what to read. Maybe I'll ask the chat on my live. Forgot to let y'all know, with a grand total of 2 votes, Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me was chosen between this one and the Love Inspired book. So this is what I'm reading currently. I'm not loving it yet. Okay, I have about 85 pages left and I'm trying to finish it and I'm starting to get a little fidgety. And there are definitely funny parts to it, funny quotes. I just about died when she was listing ideas for TV shows she think would rival The Office for like a #1 spot or primetime spot or something. And then there are other parts where I'm like, meh. So hope to finish this soon because I really want to get into that last book. But I am making good progress. It's going quickly. It's not terrible. It's not my favorite book in the entire world. We definitely have some different views on things, but overall, it's a decent read. I finished this. I definitely skimmed through like the last 80 pages because I was just done. I was getting really tired and I'm kind of bored. There was a lot in here that was really fun and like funny, and I really liked hearing about her story and everything. And then there was just some stuff that I didn't really care that much about, so I just kind of skipped over it. Sorry. I started chapter 1 of His Two Little Blessings, and I need to decide if I really want to read this, like if I'm not into it because I'm tired, because your girl just read 3 books in the last 24 hours and this is not a 24-hour readathon video, but I'm a little bit tired. I need to decide if I'm just tired and not like in the reading mood, or if I'm genuinely not enjoying this, and I'm not sure which one it is yet. In the middle of reading, it literally should not have taken me all day to read this, but it really does hit so hard for me personally right now. The way this should not have taken me 3 days to finish, and I'm still not done. I think I have the last chapter in the epilogue, so I'm going to finish this up and let y'all know what I think. I think part of the problem is there are just some things that are hitting way too close to home that it makes it hard for me to get through, and so it's like emotionally challenging even if it's a cute story. I finished this. It was fine. It was cute. Like, I would read it if you're at all interested in it, but it is on my Pango if you want to buy. Actually, all of the books from this video are on my Pango books. All 4 of these are on my Pango books if you are interested in buying. I currently have a discount on my Pango books, so check that out if you're interested. All right, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here so that you don't miss future videos. I've got a whole list of videos I'm working on creating at the moment. Stay tuned because more is coming. And comment below and let me know which one of these was most interesting to hear about. And I will talk to you all next time.